Right now, over 15 billion miles from Earth, Voyager 1 is drifting completely alone in the absolute darkness of interstellar space. As you can see in this photograph from its original mission, it used to study the vibrant, swirling atmospheric bands of Jupiter and our solar system's outer planets. But that specific mission wrapped up decades ago. It has spent the years since quietly beaming back data from the void. Then, in 2022, NASA's monitors suddenly lit up. Voyager 1 had started broadcasting a relentless, nonsensical stream of ones and zeros. For a brief moment, a few optimistic scientists wondered if the golden record, the cache of Earth's sounds and images strapped to the probe, had actually been intercepted, and some distant intelligence was trying to say hello. A year of painstaking analysis revealed the actual problem. The spacecraft's attitude, articulation, and control system, the computer responsible for keeping Voyager aligned, had glitched, causing it to blindly spit out corrupted telemetry data. And this software glitch was accelerating a very physical threat. After 46 years of continuous firing, the microscopic fuel pipes feeding Voyager's thrusters were severely clogged with unburnt chemical residue. The math was grim. If those thrusters choked and failed completely, Voyager's antenna would slowly drift out of alignment with Earth. We would lose our connection to our furthest explorer, permanently. The obvious fix for a malfunctioning computer is a software update, but patching Voyager means transmitting data across a gap so wide, a radio signal moving at the speed of light takes 22 hours just to reach the receiver. Then there's the hardware itself. Voyager's 1970s storage capacity is so infinitesimally small that you couldn't even fit a heavily compressed, incredibly blurry smartphone photo onto its hard drive, which leads to the human constraint. Most software developers working today write code on modern, high-level languages. They lack the foundational knowledge required to interface directly with archaic, mechanical systems built half a century ago. NASA had a rapidly closing window to fix a failing physical machine from 15 billion miles away, and the exact skill set required to write the patch barely exists in the modern tech industry. To solve this, NASA didn't turn to Silicon Valley. They turned to the original engineers, now in their 70s and 80s, who spent their careers working with massive, archaic IBM mainframes like the one seen in this photo. These engineers knew Voyager's physical architecture intimately. They bypassed modern software languages entirely. Instead, they wrote the patch in assembly language, an extremely low-level coding format that issues instructions directly to the physical hardware components of the machine. To fit the update into Voyager's limited memory, the engineers wrote highly condensed instruction sets. By grouping repetitive tasks, like thruster firing and data transmission, into single reusable command strings, they shrank the total file size enough to fit into the probe's 1970s hardware. Before risking humanity's most distant outpost, they needed to test the code. So they used the massive white satellite dishes of the Deep Space Network, shown here, to beam the experimental patch to Voyager 2 first. NASA relies on 3 of these 70-meter antennas spread across the United States, Spain, and Australia. Their precise placement ensures that as the Earth rotates, at least one dish always has a clear line of sight to the outer solar system. By utilizing this global network and leaning entirely on an outdated programming language, the team successfully launched a miniaturized digital payload that was capable of surviving the journey into the void. 22 hours after transmission, the patch arrived at a specific archaic component deep inside Voyager 1, its plated wire memory. Here, the system relies on metallic wires intersecting flat metal plates. Digital bits are stored physically at these intersections by microscopic magnetic fields. The code reversed the electrical currents, shifting the fields to physically flip the bits and install the new instructions. Think about the scale of that achievement. NASA surgically manipulated microscopic magnetic fields from 15 billion miles away to clear a blockage in a mechanical thruster. It worked perfectly. The random stream of data stopped. The thrusters aligned the antenna back toward Earth, and clear telemetry data began flowing into mission control rooms just like this one. A team of highly specialized modern coders likely would have failed this mission. The aging team of engineers succeeded because their perspective extended far beyond a single screen. They saw the mission as a single, connected system. Because they understood how a line of binary code would ripple through the physics of the spacecraft, they were able to clear a physical blockage from nearly 15 billion miles away. Confronting a complex crisis often means stepping outside the boundaries of a narrow specialty. Real-world problems rarely respect the borders of a single syllabus, and the most resilient solutions come from finding connections between fields that most people keep separate. Voyager 1 is back online, continuing its journey into the dark, and as we look at the intricate diagrams etched into the golden record it carries, it serves as a dual monument. It is a greeting to distant worlds and a lasting testament to human adaptability, driven by the sheer power of generalized curiosity.